My dear students, welcome to my next class on solid state. In the last class, I had explained you the terminology that is associated with the solid state. There I had explained what is a space lattice and also I had explained what is a unit cell. I told you that space lattice is nothing but the three-dimensional arrangements of the points in a space. When you arrange the points and join them by straight lines, you will get the space lattice. So if the points are joined by straight lines, the arrangement or the geometry that we get is nothing but space lattice. What is a unit cell? The smallest repeating unit of any crystal lattice is called as a unit cell. I told you that unit cell will have parameters like lengths of the edges and also angles made by those edges. Let me explain. So for example, this is a space lattice. You can see this is cuboidal structure here. So this is space lattice, and you can take this box can be taken as a space lattice or crystal lattice, and you can imagine this matchbox as a unit cell. So now when you stack this unit cells for several times, that means this unit cells number of such matchboxes are repeated in all the directions, you are going to get this box. This box is a crystal lattice, but this is a unit cell. Unit cell and crystal lattice looking alike, but only thing is this unit cell will be repeated several times to get the crystal lattice. For example, if you stack the matchboxes, you will get this shape. Several matchboxes are taken. If you arrange those matchboxes in x direction and y direction and z direction, you are getting this box. Nothing but crystal lattice. So lattice will be formed by the repetition of the unit cell. This is a unit cell. This is a lattice. That is the difference. But the smallest repeating unit of any crystal lattice is unit cell. Unit cell will be repeated again and again and again to get the crystal lattice. So this is the unit cell and crystal lattice. For example, if it is a unit cell, let us assume it to be unit cell. There are edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 edges. You can count it. So this is one edge, 2, 3, 4 edges here, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 edges are there. This is called as the edges, and this is called as a face. There are 6 faces. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we take a unit cell, and how many faces are there? 6 faces are there. So 12 edges and 6 faces and 8 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I told you that what are the parameters? Lengths of the edges. This is one edge and this is the other edge and this is the other edge. A, B, C. So these are the lengths of the edges. Now the angles made. So here is alpha, beta and gamma. This is alpha, beta and gamma. So 3 angles alpha, beta, gamma and 3 lengths of the edges A, B, C are the cell parameters. Nothing but those are the dimensions of the unit cell. Just I am considering it as a unit cell here now. For this unit cell, just we have edge lengths and angles at the angles made by the edges. Now, how many types of unit cells are there? Now, here you can arrange the points. For example, if this is a unit cell, you can arrange the points on the faces or at the corners. You can arrange the points at the corners. Point means nothing but lattice point. What is a lattice point? Nothing but an atom or a molecule or a ion based on the type of the crystal. In some crystals we have atoms as the lattice points. In some crystals we have molecules as the lattice points. In some crystals we have ions as the lattice points. Lattice point is nothing but one ion or atom or molecule. Now types of unit cells. We'll get different types of unit cell by the arrangement of the points. If you arrange the points, atoms in different positions means you can arrange the points at the corners or you can arrange the points at the centers of the faces or you can keep the points at the center of the body. In the middle of this cube you can keep one point. Let me explain first. So, unit cells, types of unit cells we are going to discuss. Unit cell will be of two types. This classification is based on the arrangement of the point, based on the arrangement of points, arrangement of lattice points or points. So based on the arrangement of the points, we are studying the types of unit cells. So we don't study now the lengths and angles. We don't consider the lengths of the edges and angles made by the edges. We don't consider. Now we are only discussing based on the arrangement of the points. Where are the points arranged? Only that we consider. We don't take the cell parameters into consideration in this. Only the arrangement. So based on the arrangement of the points, we have two types of unit cells. One is a primitive unit cell or primary unit cell. Primitive unit cell. First one is primitive unit cell. This is called as a primary unit cell. And the second one is a centered unit cell. Centered unit cells. So there are two types of unit cells based on the arrangement of the points. Once again I am saying that we don't consider the angles made at the edges or cell parameters. We don't consider ABC or alpha, beta, gamma. We consider only where the points are situated. Lattice points are situated. Based on that, there are two types, primitive unit cell and centered unit cell. But this centered unit cell will be again divided into three types. One is body centered unit cell. Body centered unit cell. Second type unit is face centered unit cell. Second one is face centered unit cell. And the third one is end centered unit cell. End centered unit cell. So there are three centered unit cell. I will tell you what is meant by centered unit cell and what is meant by primitive unit cell. But again, the unit cells will be of two types, primitive unit cell and centered unit cell. There is only one primitive unit type of unit cell and there are three centered unit cells. That is body centered unit cell, face centered unit cell and end centered. Altogether how many? 4. One primitive unit cell and three centered unit cells. All put together it will be 4 types of unit cells are possible based on the arrangement of the points. Arrangement of the points means arrangement of the atoms or molecules or ions. Crystal can have any geometry, but the arrangement of the points. For example, we can have different types of classrooms. We can have cubical classroom. We can have cuboidal classrooms. You can take any type of classroom, but how the students are arranged. In the same way here, classroom geometry we won't consider where the points are kept, at the corners or at the faces. Let me explain so that you will understand very clearly. Now I am going for the first one, that is a primitive unit cell. So what is a primitive unit cell? So just I am taking a cubical unit cell here. You know what is a cube? Again here we don't need to take only cube only, you can take any geometrical structure. So for easy understanding, just I am considering a cubical unit cell here. So this is a cubical unit cell where length, breadth and height all are same. Now if I keep 8 points at the 8 corners, how many corners are possible here? 8 corners are possible. Now I am keeping the lattice points at each of the 8 corners. This is called as a primitive. Primitive means basic, primary. So here, what is a primitive unit cell? A primitive unit cell is formed by positioning 8 points at the 8 corners of the unit cell. If a unit cell have 8 points at the 8 corners, then it is called as a primitive unit cell. This is the arrangement of the points. Based on the arrangement of the points, it is a primitive unit cell. So what is it? 8 points here, 8 lattice points at 8 corners. That means each corner will have 1 point here. This is the primitive unit cell. Now let us move to the second type of unit cell, that is the centered unit cells. So here, if it is a primitive unit cell, we have 8 points. Here one sphere. One sphere means one point, one any ion or atom or molecule. So here one and 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 one more here and one more here. 8 corners are occupied by the 8 spheres, atoms or lattice points or points. 8 corners, 8 points. It is a primitive cell. The unit cell which have 8 points at 8 corners is known as a primitive unit cell. Now let us go for the second type of unit cells. Just now I told you the second type of unit cells are centered unit cells. What is the second type of unit cells? That is centered unit cells. Centered unit cell. What is a centered unit cell? Let me see. In centered also, just now I told you 3 types are possible. The first one is body centered. Second one is, as I said, face centered. And third one is end centered. So altogether 3 centered unit cells are there. Now let me go for the first centered unit cell, that is body centered unit cell. Body centered unit cell. What first primitive unit cell, then body centered unit cell, face centered unit cell, and lastly we have end centered. Altogether there are 4 types of unit cells based on the position or arrangement of the lattice points. Now we are discussing body centered unit cell. Now I am taking one unit cell again here. Just I am considering one cubical unit cell. Just I am pointing for example here, just I am keeping 8 points again at the 8 corners of the unit cell. It is a primitive unit cell first. A body centered unit cell. To draw a body centered unit cell, first I have drawn a primitive unit cell. 8 points, 8 corners. Now in addition to these 8 points at 8 corners, there will be a point at the center of the body. This is the center of the body. So center of the body means, if you imagine a classroom, there will be 8 corners. If keep one boy at the center of the classroom, so in addition to 8 corners, 8 spheres, there is a sphere at the center of the classroom. That is called as a body centered arrangement. Here we have 8 corners, 8 points at 8 corners, 8 points at 8 corners. First, it is a primitive unit cell. Why it is called as a primitive? All the unit cell will be formed from primitive. Primitive means primary. So primary unit cell will be common for all the types of unit cells. First we have 8 points at 8 corners, and I have kept one more point at the center of the body. So this is the center of the body. Center of the unit cell here. Center of unit cell here. 8 at the 8 corners and 1 point here. It is only 1 point here. 1 point at the center of the unit cell. So this is called as a body centered unit cell. It is same as primitive unit cell, but in addition to primitive unit cell, we have the particle at the center of the body. For example, if this is the unit cell, here if we keep 8 points at the 8 corners, it becomes primitive, and at the center of the body. At the center of the body, in the sense here, if you take, this will be the center of the body here. So if we keep it close here, in the middle, in this position, center of the body, in the body, it is the center of the body here. There is a point. So this is called as a body centered unit cell. 8 points at 8 corners of the unit cells. In addition to that, there is a point at the center of the unit cell. This is called as a body centered unit cell. This is the first type of centered unit cell. Let us go for the second type of centered unit cell. What is the second type of centered unit cell? We have written here like face centered unit cell. The second one is face centered unit cell. Let us discuss the face centered unit cell. Face centered unit cell. Again, here I am taking one primitive unit cell again. Here this is one unit cell, this is one unit cell here. So what is meant by face center? To understand that, just I am keeping 8 points at the 8 of the corners. Each corner will be occupied by 1 point. 8 points, 8 corners. Now we keep a point at the center of each of the faces. For example, we have 6 faces. If you take any unit cell, for example, we will have 6 faces. This is one face and this is the other. Opposite to this one is the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So just I am telling you that we have 6 faces here. One face. So this is one face. The opposite to that one is second face, third one, fourth one, fifth, sixth. Now if you keep a point at the center of each face we are placing 1 point, center of the face, middle of the face. This is the middle of the face. Here this is the middle of the face. Here this is the middle of the face. So then it becomes a face centered unit cell. For example, I am keeping 1 point at the center of this face. Here also I am keeping 1 point at the center of the face, and here also I am keeping 1 point at the center of the face. Opposite to that, on this face also I am keeping 1 point here, and I am keeping 1 point at the center of this face, and I am keeping 1 point in the at the center of the opposite faces. So if you imagine a room of cubical shape, it will have 6 faces, 1 roof and 1 floor, and there are 6 walls. If you keep 1 point at the center of each face, in addition to 8 corners, 8 points, then it is called as a face-centered unit cell. Face-centered unit cell will have, firstly, every unit cell I told you, it will have a primitive arrangement. Primitive arrangement means 8 points at 8 corners. First, face-centered will have 8 points at 8 corners. In addition to that, 6 points at the center of the 6 faces. 6 points at the center of 6 faces. How many faces are there? 6 faces are there. So at the center, at each center of the face, we'll keep 1 point. So this is the face-centered unit cell. A face-centered unit cell will have 8 points at 8 corners. In addition to that, there is a point at each of the 6 faces. 6 faces, center of the 6 faces will have 6 points. This is called as a face-centered arrangement. And lastly, we'll go for the end-centered. If you understand for primitive, everything is very easy to understand. Primitive will have 8 corners, 8 points. Then body-centered will have 8 points at the 8 corners. In addition to that, there will be a point at the center of the unit cell. Face-centered, 8 points at 8 corners, and 1 point will be on each of the faces. 6 faces, 6 points. Now we'll go for the last type of centered, that is end-centered unit cell. Now here also I told you, primitive arrangement is common for all the unit cell. So if you take this, what we are going to have here, we'll have firstly a primitive arrangement. For any arrangement, first we have to write the primitive. So here 8 points are occupied by the 8 points are occupying the 8 corners of the unit cells. Now end-centered means you can choose any 2 opposite faces. Any 2 opposite faces, this one and this one, or this one and this one, or this one and this one. If you keep 1 point, if you keep 2 points and any two opposite faces, then it will become end-centered. So for example, I am taking these 2 faces, opposite faces. Here I am keeping 1 point, and I am taking 1 more point here. Choose any 2 opposite faces. If there are points at the 2 opposite faces, in addition to 8 corners, 8 points, it will become a end-centered unit cell. I will explain. Firstly, we have to keep 8 points at the 8 corners. Now take any 2 opposite faces, this one and this one, or this one and this one, or you can take this one and this one. Any 2 you can take, not all the 6 faces. all the 6 faces if you take, it will become face centered. Any two opposite faces. For example, here I am keeping 1 point, and here opposite to that one I am keeping 1 point. 8 corners, 8 points. In addition to that, there are 2 points at the centers of two opposite faces. Then it is called as end-centered unit cell. So you can keep the opposite points here or here or here. For example, I have taken here. So firstly, it will have 8 points at 8 corners. Second thing, 2 points at the centers of any two opposite faces. This is essential here. Two opposite faces we have to select. So these two are these two. This is called as end-centered units. So this is the classification of the unit cells based on the arrangement of the points. Once again, I quickly recall. All the unit cell will be classified into 4 types based on the arrangement of the lattice points. First one is primitive unit cell. A primitive unit cell will be formed with 8 points occupying 8 corners of the unit cell. If 8 corners are occupied by 8 corners of the unit cell, then it is a primitive. Then body centered. A body centered unit cell will have 8 points occupying 8 corners. In addition to that, it will have a point at the center of the unit cell. So a body center unit cell is nothing but 8 corners occupied by the 8 corners. 8 corners occupied by the 8 points. In addition to that, there will be a point at the center of the body. That is called as a body centered unit cell. A face centered unit cell will have 8 points at the 8 corners. In addition to that, there will be 6 points at the centers of each of the 6 faces. 6 faces, each face will have 1 point at its center. 6 faces, 6 points. So 8 points at 8 corners. In addition to that, each center of each face will have 1 point. 6 faces, 6 points. Now, what is an end-centered unit cell? A end-centered unit cell will have 8 points at the 8 corners, and 2 points will be at the centers of any two opposite faces. This is all about the 4 types of unit cells. In the next class, we'll discuss what are the 14 Bravais lattice along with some objective discussion. Thank you.